Welcome back to another episode of World of Warships Legends. I'm your ever so faithful commander, the charming, funny, smart, talented, and good-looking random stegosaur. Accompanying me is my faithful, yet not as funny or charming or intelligent or good-looking Pens. I'm sailing the Tier 5 Japanese heavy cruiser Aoba, and he is sailing the Tier 5 American gunboat destroyer Mayhan. This is a capture the base match on Trident daytime mode. I am a fan of the nighttime mode, I think. I don't know, I just feel like the shells look better flying through the air. It gives it a more aesthetic appeal, in my opinion. Maybe not. I don't know, who cares. So, Tier 5 Aoba. I think this is the first replay I have of this ship. You guys know, up until recently at Tier 6, I've not been enjoying my cruisers. Not that cruisers are bad below Tier 6. There are some Tier 6 and even Tier 7 cruisers that are bad, but they are known for violently exploding for no reason. The Aoba is no exception, but it just happens to violently explode a little less often than other Tier 5 cruisers or even Tier 6 cruisers. The Aoba is probably the tankiest cruiser, unlike the Pensacola, who just got guns down by a Gepard. Thanks to its 105 millimeters of armor, mostly around the belt. The mid and extended belt are what really help this ship stay alive. Not the bow armor, because that's only 16 millimeters. Can be overmatched by pretty much any battleship, like the Bayern, who just sank the Icarus and is now... Well, he's going to try a brave... I say brave. It's either brave or stupid, you decide. He's going to attempt to charge through the middle of the channel. I'm not really sure what he's trying to accomplish. Let's just see if it works for him. Let's see if it works for him. How are we going to handle this? We could turn and kite him, but that would give up this central position. Torpedoes. Good choice. My division mate and I trying to coordinate our torpedo attack on this Bayern, who should suspect torpedoes are on the way, because, well, I'm spotted. He's not spotted, I don't think, but... torpedoes away. The Aoba does get decent torpedoes. They hit hard, and they reload fairly quickly, but they are rather slow. So I believe that's, let's see, the Aoba gets 3 sets of 5, but it can only shoot 2 over one side, or maybe it's 4. I'll have to go back and check that. Of course it doesn't matter, because the Bayern took enough torpedoes to get sank by a Japanese heavy cruiser that has torpedoes. A Japanese heavy cruiser that has torpedoes that he knew is there, because I was spotted the whole time. So I'm going to call his mid-rush charge dumb, not brave. I think he's been watching too many Flambass replays. I think we should let him know this isn't the right map for that. Speaking of map, if you look at the map, you'll notice our team's not doing so hot. We were down 5 kills to 3, and the enemies are in our base. Not only are they in our base, but they do have us in a crossfire. What do you mean? What crossfire? There are no enemy ships over there. And all the other ships that we do know are on the eastern side of the map. You sure about that? We know where one destroyer is, but we don't know where the other destroyer is. He's done a remarkably good job of staying undetected this match, as he should have. Ah, there he is. 2 sets of 4, that would be the Gaeta, which means the Akatsuki and its 3 sets of 3 are in the cap circle. So we're going to, well, what do you call this? I guess it's a rear guard, maybe? I wouldn't say we're retreating. It's a rear guard defense, advanced rear guard defense maneuver. That's it, yeah. To defend the base. So the Aoba showing broadside, although it doesn't matter because he's on such low health, even a penetration or over penetration will sink him. So of course that's when I scored the Citadel. Thank you, Wargaming, I appreciate that. And then the Queen Elizabeth comes out to play, while I'm bow on at 10.5 kilometers. I'll remind you that I only have 16 millimeters of bow armor, so the Queen Elizabeth can overmatch my bows and Citadel me straight through the front. So I'm going to troll him into shooting. Hopefully he'll bounce off my belt armor, and then while he's reloading I will use that time to make a turn to starboard and get behind this island for cover. There are the shots. Alright, I mean, it kinda worked. I didn't die instantly. It looked like it was just a single Citadel. Maybe a Citadel and an over-penetration. But we're going to try and get behind the island. Oh, fuck. Okay, nope, can't do that, can't do that, can't do that. We have to turn starboard, because I will catch torpedoes. Unfortunately, turning starboard this close into the Queen Elizabeth makes him miss the salvo. That could have been a lot worse. Although, I think he knows that I just launched torpedoes, so he stops, cuts the engines to avoid them. Unfortunately, I was counting on that, and I launched them ahead of the aiming circle. And he does catch 3 torpedoes. So now I have him on a triple permaflood and a permafire, thanks to that high explosive salvo I sent before I went behind the island. Queen Elizabeth earns a high caliber, but goes down to flooding, earning me a devastating strike. We're going to pop the sonar and come to a halt because a Trident is last spotted here in the smoke screen, so of course the Trident launched torpedoes in the gap. Unfortunately, she forgot about her smoke firing penalty. Now she's broadside on in front of a Trident. I'm just going to stay behind this island because I'm hoping... Oh, there's a high caliber and another Citadel on the broadside Trident who's just... Are you seriously gonna... Okay. Alright, yeah, sure. Unfortunately, me reversing means that I don't get this final salvo on a Trident, which means it lives longer. But I was staying behind the island because I was hoping that that would keep me hidden from the Helena. Or was it a Dallas? I don't know. Something American. Coming out, I have to be careful because, of course, the Trident does launch torpedoes again. There's a fire on the Trident. It's going to burn. But I do need to take this Trident out. Because once I take the Trident out, okay, Trident lived a little longer than it realistically should have. I was off to such a good start with this guy. There we go. Of course I get the Citadel again, right when he's on the brink of death, but whatever. So I had to take the Trident out because if I tried to turn for the Helena and the cap, the Trento would have had my broadside and I would have died probably. So take out the Trento, help my teammate hopefully reset the cap and kill the Helena, then charge this suspicious looking smokescreen that may or may not be hiding a destroyer. Teammate steals the Kraken. I dodge the torpedoes. Unfortunately, he left the cap, and I don't think I'm quick enough to get in the cap before the base is captured, and we lose. But at least I get to dodge the torpedoes. Well, I didn't dodge the torpedoes. I definitely would have ran into them, but I totally dodged those. Because skill. So that is 93, almost 94,000 K damage. Devastating strike, high caliber. 4 kills, the poor man's Kraken. Would have had an actual Kraken, but it's okay, Pens. I guess I forgive you that this time. I've stolen at least 40 of your kills, so there's no shame in that. First place, 1430 base XP. And that is a loss for us, but hopefully if you guys liked the video, you leave a like and subscribe if you are new, and I will catch you next time. By the way, I'm so sorry if I stumbled a little bit during this commentary. It is very late at night. I've been at work all day and I have to be at work early in the morning, so instead of sleeping, I am recording this commentary because I didn't do it yesterday when I was supposed to. So that's my fault. But leave a like and I'll catch you next time. Peace.